You took Claritin D because you're allergic to Collins Brown.
Well, I mean, what else could it be?
Makes sense. I'm not a doctor, but
you
I mean.
You ever see me wear the color brown?
No.
You ever see me
You
with a
got
brown
brown
shirt?
pants right now.
This is
That's
Cryptic
Cryptic
Highlander.
Highlander. That's
Yeah,
not
but
brown.
There's brown in it.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's different when it's in this. It's Cryptic Highlander.
How would you know?
You just stick to the facts. You just use science because they're
Like your eyes are periwinkle. They're not blue.
I have dark soulless eyes. I don't have blue
Yeah.
eyes.
Dark soulless eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are the same color as his pupils.
Yeah, his eyes are like his
because
heart,
he-
tiny and black.
Because of all the sacrifices in the fucking pyramids.
Yeah, I bet you there's a special place in hell for people like you.
I'm gonna try something new this morning.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's a place in there. There'll be lots of you.
Is it you is that dead animal smell back there?
I don't know what that is, man. Like, I really thought maybe there was a mousetrap I
I
didn't know
think
about.
there might be somewhere.
Yeah, I got it.
I wish we would have had
Sometimes
the
the
camera
mice-
rolling on that.
Sometimes the mice will get caught in the trap and then drag the trap around. They said a teaspoon, right?
Yeah.
See, then you gotta fucking touch it. It doesn't just come off the spoon.
It's good
Now
for your skin.
I
Want me
don't
to do
want-
it?
Yeah, but I don't want
I put my fingers clean. You want me to do it?
But now I gotta fucking have another. This is why we're not using this shit.
If you use a little ice cream scoop and it has a little thing in it, you won't have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, then why don't they just fucking provide one?
That's a good
If you use your finger, call them. We'll look it clean. You should have seen the face he just made. He's all like with his mouth open and shit ready
was like,
for it. I was not expecting you to.
I mean, you gotta play along with the joke, otherwise the joke goes to shit.
Right, exactly.
Some kind of joke.
It's okay. Second Lance. See, that's why I'm usually over there because I remember to put the trash can where it's supposed
So I
to
sent out the warning orders this morning.
be. The whaties?
I sent out the mass text to everybody to bring extra clothing for the goat roping this afternoon.
Right
I
on.
didn't get a text.
I didn't either.
That's because I told you last night.
I know, I brought clothes.
We didn't care whether you brought them or not. You were not getting precluded.
Yeah, you're a camera guy.
I tried to save you. I put you behind the camera.
Yeah, as long as they have a good bandage.
Well, if there's a lot of people though, you might not be a good camera guy if you're not right up front.
I just need a good eye, you know?
Yeah, well, I would say because if you're behind, because you're too, you know what I'm saying, you just get the back end.
Coconut oil smells like fucking suntan lotion over here.
Oh, the coconut oil. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here, don't spill this on you by accident.
I like it.
Yeah, I think coconut oil is great.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's good on chicken.
It is.
I don't know that I really want it in my eggs.
Last summer, I broke out in this crazy shit called pityriasis rosea. And
Basically, it's not immune disease. It's like AIDS.
it's not. Thank God. But anyway, coconut oil was one of the few things that helped. But, like, unfortunately, when you get that shit, you're just on for like a 14-week ride. So it decides to go away.
14 weeks.
It was. That's how long I had it for longer than 14 weeks, but
It's the longest strep throat you've ever had, except it's all over your body.
yeah. It was actually their gene link between strep throat and that shit actually got really bad, and I went to the ER at Vanderbilt, and they had their skin and rash specialist from the southeast of the fucking country there by chance. And he came in and looked at it. He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "this is a great case. He's like, I'm doing a lecture tomorrow. Do you care if I take pictures?"
I can't do shit for you.
I was like, "Yeah," and like
we're gonna
he
make fun of you later.
He said, "I just want you to know," he's like, "I feel really bad." He said, "I'm gonna leave this exam room and I'll feel defeated." He's like, "Because there's literally," he's like, "I like to help all my patients," and he's like, "I can't help you." He said, "There's absolutely nothing anyone can do," and he said, "No medicine's gonna help it, nothing like that." He said, "On the bright side, it's gonna go away. It's gonna be like it was never there." And
But it can always pop up.
well, no, and he said it'll probably never, ever, ever come back. He's like, your chance of getting it again is so low.
But you had it once before.
I didn't have it like that. It was different. And anyway, it went away. But that going back, it was the coconut oil.
I thought we decided it's because Mallory didn't bathe good.
I don't think that's what it was.
Because that's what you were saying. She was unclean.
Yeah, it was kind of like you said. It was like getting ringworm from a cat, but it
I thought
was
she said
different.
you splashed
when
holy
got
water on her.
it. And it bubbled when it hit her. And she shrilled in pain and pleasure.
Made the sound of a sea harpy.
Actually, I think you got the Ebolas.
It felt like the Ebolas.
Well, I don't give a shit if you're sick this year. You're fucking going to Blade Show.
I shouldn't
Yeah.
be sick. Yeah,
Well, I already got a wheelchair in case you are.
You get your little rascals at Walmart.
I just need one of those. I just need one of those orange suits that they wear in like the high contamination risk labs with a little oxygen.
Positive pressure suit.
Yeah.
Actually, no. We don't want you to have a positive pressure suit on.
That light bar's fucking retard bright.
Yeah. The video doesn't.
Did you turn
really
it on
get-
driving home last night?
Yeah, most of the way.
That's what I figured. That's like,
You
like
see,
going
you see,
home,
you
going home
see
behind
cars
you.
like.
You have to be very conscious to turn it off as you crest hills. Like, it's not like running the D2 cubes. Like, those are fucking stupid bright too. But like this
It's funny.
shit,
That's literally like
this
what,
just
like,
melts you.
that's like 13 DQs or D2s or whatever. Like bulb wise.
Size wise, it's 25,000 lumens.
That's so bright.
Hey Isaiah.
Yeah.
John just sent me a text and said get back to work.
Oh.
Right there on my watch.
So John, whenever you were
They actually do have watches that do that.
I
y'all,
know.
you were gone for something, y'all had to go do some business or something, and so Lance comes in, and he's got his clipboard, and he has his fucking iPod, and he holds his iPod up like this, and he goes, guys, John just sent me a text, he said everybody get back to fucking work. And like everyone like scattered, and I stood there and stared at him, and he looked at me, I was like, that's a fucking iPod, and he goes, like just laughs and walks out, because everyone's scattered, like everybody was in trouble. I was like, that motherfucker. So now he does it with everything. He'll look at his watch and be like, John just texted me. He said, get back to fucking work.
That's awesome.
They ain't knowed.
So, I was talking to Dad about some stuff last night, and Dad was like, yeah.
Where
He's-
babies come from?
It was actually about some stuff we were talking about yesterday as far as like work and, you know, like how you're supposed to come in and it doesn't matter.
Oh,
what.
like how Dad always says you can't find good employees?
Yeah, and so,
What do you come in today?
yeah. And so, Dad was like, yeah, he's like, you want to hear a good one? And I said, yeah, I was like, let's hear it. And he said, well, had this man coming around asking for donations not long ago, and he said they're building some kind of big pond and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, well, wait just a minute. And I said, I come back with a cup of water, and he wasn't impressed at all. I was like, that's here you go. Is that enough? What were you looking for?
I wish I could give more. Maybe next year. Maybe next year you get a bucket.
Is it a community pond or something? Or just a pond at this dude's house?
Yeah, I don't know. He told me, like, I was driving home and I had to pull over. I was
Oh
like,
my
that's
god,
fantastic.
that's awesome.
You want to tell the I'm looking for a job story?
Which one?
Yeah, I got a job for you.
Oh yeah, that my buddy.
But you gotta tell it. You gotta tell it in detail. You gotta
Yeah.
tell it
So I had this buddy.
who Dad didn't like.
Yeah.
He was a shithead.
Well, it wasn't my dad. This was my buddy's dad. And they owned a car shop thing. Worked on cars, oil changes, tire changes, brakes, all that kind of stuff. And evidently this dude come asking for a job, and his dad didn't really want to hire him and didn't like him or something. And so when he asked for a job, he was like, yeah. He's like, well, and he's like, here, I got a job for you. And he was like, oh yeah, what's the job? He's like, come suck the farts out of these used car seat cushions back here. He's like, they smell bad. And I thought that was pretty funny.
it is hilarious.
Like if someone said that right on the fly,
Usually it's a
Right.
lot funnier when you
Yeah.
say it.
come suck the farts out of these used car seat cushions. Give you a straw.
There'd be some hazards to that job. You could choke.
On what?
Get a Ford object debris or something out of the seat or
Oh,
whatever.
that's true.
Yeah.
You have to use a filter.
Methane still
Maybe
be
a
there?
straw with a Kleenex stuck into it.
Will the methane still be there?
But
Yeah, a little methane gas explosion. Don't make me one today.
For real?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Why? What are you gonna eat?
I brought sweet potato baby food things.
Why?
Did you really?
No.
It's not workout day.
No, I got my quinoa.
Yeah.
Hey, all these motherfuckers cannot grasp this baby food thing. Tell them why you're eating fucking baby food. Because it's it's carbs that we do
Are
not
they still
have.
talking about? I didn't even.
Yeah, every day I'm getting pinged on it, and they're not being assholes. They literally
Yeah, like
just
literally, like, why is he eating baby food?
Yeah, I'm getting tired of getting emails and questions about it too.
It's because it's carbs. It's literally sweet potato is a great carb. It's a fibrous carb. It's a carb. It's fucking low sugar. You can eat it. Your body doesn't fucking turn it into fucking starch. It doesn't become fucking sugar. It doesn't become fat. It gives you energy, and it will pass through your body. When you eat fibrous carbs, it will pull fluid from between your skin. Correct?
Yeah, like it's just
It makes you look more vascular, but it gives you energy. It's a fucking ready-made, measured amount that you can eat quickly, that tastes okay, without having to fucking prepare sweet potatoes. That's why we're using
because
it.
sweet potatoes are a pain in the ass. Like you do have to cook those motherfuckers. But the thing is it's just we've only been dieting now for like actually dieting for maybe since SHOT Show 7 weeks, 6 weeks.
I didn't even know we were dieting.
Well, John's lost 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm right around 17, but
Right on.
it
Yeah, but
since
mine
SHOT Show, it's like,
truly,
what,
I've truly lost 10 pounds since SHOT Show. Colin's lost 17 pounds in the last 2 years. He's like fucking, he's not giving you all the
Right,
data.
right.
No, that's since SHOT Show.
Where the fuck did you have 17 pounds at?
In my fucking belly. That's where it was, man. But anyway, glycogen stores. After we haven't been eating carbs, and so like John, man, like everyone here was really used to eating more carbs than anyone needs. Most people eat more carbs than anyone needs. So we just kind of tapered things down at the shop since I'm lucky enough to get to prepare the meals and everything.
Are you eating?
Yes. It's easy for me to also change everyone else's diet just by what I prepare, because we're in too big a rush to sit there and make anything else. And so Amanda started picking me up some salad, and she makes salad while I'm out grilling and everything, and we've just been having salads with every lunch. And even though making sure that there's no carbs in that meal every single day doesn't seem like a big deal, it's every single day for the past 6 to 7 weeks that's been happening. So even if that was the only thing that manipulated, they were still making forward progress in that they weren't taking in carbs in the middle of the day that they didn't necessarily need. They've also not been eating carbs in the morning. They've also not, at least not a lot of them.
The only carbs I eat in the morning, I use the metrics, and simply I use the metrics because
the oats and whey.
Tastes good, has the oats in it.
Yep, and the oats are good.
You could take a fistful or half full of oats and put it in the Swinny protein.
Yep, I do it all the time.
Protein.
The good thing with you've got oats and sweet potatoes. They're really good carbs for dieting. There's no fat. There's no sugar. They're good carbs that are going to stick with your body for a while, and they're low on the glycemic index. That's why I eat them. They're convenient, and the reason
you want to think of them as fuel.
Yeah, it's we don't eat food, like, at least when you're dieting, you're really not supposed to ever eat food just for taste, unless it's like a planned event, because the idea of that is exactly why, like, there's such a high percentage of Americans that are so overweight, is because food is a fucking pastime, and it's not supposed to be a pastime. It can be once in a while, but not every single day of your life. Anyway, that's why I eat baby food, sweet potatoes. They're perfect. I use them all the time. It's easy to pack them, easy to carry them. I can throw them in the truck. Even if they get hot, I still eat them, because they don't usually go bad. And if it's good enough for babies, and it's probably good enough for us to eat too. It's really soluble. It's already pre-broken down. That's why. End of story.
Well, not only that, if you do end up raising enough money for space camp this summer, then you'll be used to that kind of food, just like they use up there.
Little squeeze packets.
Yep.
This says chicken, but it looks like syrup. Just easier story that
Wash
way.
it down with your Tang.
I always like this freeze-dried fruit. It's like the Huntsville Space Museum. You go there? They have the freeze.
Like the ice cream and
Yeah,
stuff?
it's freeze-dried ice cream and pizza. You've had that, John.
I've had the Mountain House ice cream.
It's so good. It's like powder, but it tastes.
No, it's
We were poor growing up. I didn't get to go to space camp.
You said you went to Disney World every year.
Space Mountain.
He's like, oh fuck. Not that part of the year.
I'm from the ghetto.
Yeah, okay, for real though. In California, it's Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Disney World.
And Disney World is in Florida. What's the difference? Because I've been
Disney
to
World
Disney
is
World.
the original one, right?
It is.
And it's the I think it's the
So-
larger. I think I don't
So
know.
Disney started, I think I'm correct. Disney started as a television show. It was on Sundays. He run the full World of Disney or whatever. And he needed some money. I think that's how this goes. He had a TV show and kind of ahead of the game announced this wild idea that you're going to build Disneyland, and they started fucking getting funds together to build Disneyland. It's a I don't remember all the details to it, but you should check it out. Like, you want to see some crazy shit, some stuff people said you'll never be able to do, some shit that shouldn't have been able to happen. Watch what fucking Walt Disney did.
Yeah.
Because he took an idea and started acting on it and then figured out how to make it happen. He committed himself and went and fucking did it. And that's kind of how we do shit. We just fucking go, look, we're going to do this. We say we're going to do it. So once we say we're going to do it, we have no choice but to
You're
fucking
obligated.
do it.
Yeah.
We're obligated to go. And then we figure out how to make it work. And that's how I've just kind of always done things. And sometimes they don't work. And usually if something doesn't work, it's not because we couldn't make it work. It's because we changed our direction or changed our mind and just fucking let it fizzle out and went fucking with something else, you know. But I remember watching. I think I'll actually go back and watch some of that shit. I remember watching the Walt Disney shit, and it was pretty fucking wild how that all came to be.
Yeah, I mean, those are huge places.
They
Everyone in the world knows who they're.
We bought a bunch of orange groves and knocked down all those fucking trees and put fucking Disneyland and Disney World in the middle of fucking where there was no roads there. There was nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
There was no infrastructure for that park.
I'd like to go. I haven't been since I was a young child.
Like, I'd be excited to go, and then you get there and you're like, fuck, now I know why I'm not here.
Too many kids.
You don't need to go for another 20 years. Epcot was cool. Like, we went to Epcot Center once.
Yeah, I was gonna say the science side of it and like the different rides. Was it MGM and Epcot were the cool ones. The Disney part, I was like I didn't need to see the people.
Kane's always telling us, like, he's got your lifetime passes or something.
Yeah, they just went
He's-
longer. Didn't they?
He's always telling us, man, come down, we'll go to fucking Disney World.
I bet it'd be fun, especially with
I went
Kane.
back in 07.
But you know why you can't swim down in Disney World? If there's Disney World, all the hotels, their resort, there's ponds all around. Beautiful.
Gators.
You can't swim in them. Mm-mm. There's a very high count of the parasite Naegleria fowleri in all of those ponds
Why?
because of the water temperature.
Because it's so cute and hot down there all year
Yeah,
round.
even in summer, even in Tennessee, I think I probably mentioned video, but anyway, during the summer, so like everybody's out skiing and shit like that. If you watch nationwide when summer hits and everyone starts playing in these ponds and everything, you'll see a couple of these cases come up where a younger person usually, because they're the ones in the water jumping in and everything, you'll have a couple deaths during the summer.
It's because they're the ones fucking drinking the water.
Well, it actually is the parasite gets in your nose, crawls up through your filiform plate, gets into your brain, causes an unknown reason of encephalitis. They don't know what they can never figure it out what it is until it kills you. It's got a 99% death rate.
Is this the same thing that killed those people a few years ago using those neti pots, putting the fucking the tap water? They were using
I don't know.
tap water or something, and they got some parasite. in
It
their
could
brain.
be. I don't know. I wasn't familiar
Wow.
with that case, but that's why. If you go to the all the
From
ponds,
using a
that-
neti pot?
yeah, they'll say no
Shit.
no swimming in all those ponds and any stagnant water like ponds and stuff like that. The hotter it gets, they live in that top layer of
So are some
water.
people, is it just because they had a low immune system, couldn't fight it off?
Nope.
It can happen to anybody.
Yep,
randomly.
anybody, literally. It's not extremely common because it's like that one chance that it gets in your nose and goes, but it is there. It's always there.
As a kid and shit, we swim anyway.
I know, and I never thought about it, and that's even when I was in parasitology class. I remember my professor. He was like, well, you think it's bad for you guys? Well, now that you know about it, he's like, imagine me. He's like, I can't enjoy anything. He's like, these parasites are everywhere. That's all I think about. he's like, I haven't had a good vacation since I became a doctor. He's like, yeah, that's all I think about. But anyway, just thought I would share.
Yeah, imagine probably like, a parent with a little kid. You watch it. Oh, don't fall, don't hit your head and this and that. But you can't see the fucking parent. You just know, oh, they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. You just have to not think about it, because that's the thing is I've played in how many ponds and stuff,
Yeah.
and I feel fine. Unfortunately, it only takes one, and then you're dead.
That pan seems a lot cleaner using that oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different
Lubrication.
different temperature burn off
Mhm.
or whatever. It doesn't
Yep.
turn black as fast.
So could you just use that in place of Astroglide?
You can, actually.
Does it work the same as
You
anal?
can put it all over your body and stuff, or all over your friends.
Does it work
But
the
if
same-
you're using open flames or candles, be careful.
Will it work the same as Anal-Ease, or like when you put the Novocaine in it, does it saturate in the same?
I don't know, but I know it's great for the hair.
Does it have that burning smell under friction?
It smells like coconut.
If you're not burning if you're not burning your Astroglide, if you don't have that burning smell, you're doing it wrong. You're going too slow.
Or you're using too much.
No, you're going too slow. You gotta use more because it heats up and evaporates.
Sounds good.
Are all the kids up here?
They already ate.
Kids.
Justin Souders.
Paging Mr. Souders, paging Mr. Souders.
Man, did you come eat?
You gonna come get a plate?
Camera's still rolling.
Okay.
Talk to it. Where's my eggs at? Which ones did I just sit down? That one looks good. That's the one I would take. I think.
Why?
I don't know. I think Colin grabbed mine. I don't know.
Usually.
So you're talking about getting the coconut oil off the spoon when you cook with it?
Yeah.
So I just set it in the pan because it has
It'll melt right
Oh,
off.
it'll
It
melt right.
melts
Because its
so
melting point is
quickly.
so low.
It
Yeah.
won't get hot. Or is it steaming?
But its melting point is low, but its
Amanda, did I
actual
bring you
burning
food, huh?
temperature is high.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that's how it worked.
How do you know?
It's just not slick enough.
How do you know?
Because I use it on my hands every night.
I'm being told you can't use it for the.
I've never used it. Maybe it works alright.
Olive oil works.
Baby oil?
Baby oil was okay in high school when you didn't know there was something. Else.
So is fucking hair lotion. But that
So was
doesn't-
what? Hand lotion?
But that doesn't mean that now you're an adult, you need to continue to use
That
that.
didn't burn the inside of your cooter.
Yeah, it would.
So how was mountain biking?
Non-existent. Way
Oh,
too muddy.
Way too many.
I was like, where'd you go? It's kind of wet.
Yeah. it was-
That's what I
The
was
first
thinking.
thing I said when I walked in yesterday, I go, it's about time to go mountain biking.
Yeah. Where were you planning on going?
Cane Ridge is the closest to my house. It's
Where's that?
5 miles away. It's east of Nolensville Road, south Woolsey Creek.
Is it a big loop or?
Yeah, it's to a figure 8. They keep expanding and expanding. It's a city park there.
Have you ridden Lock 4? I like Lock 4 a lot.
That's my
Person
problem.
Warner, that's a cool. I like that place.
Don't you have a PhD in cutting mountain bike trails or something?
master's.
Summer camp management or something?
Summer camp
Why don't you go make some fucking trails out there?
It'd be fun to come build some single track. We've got room for it.
And
Just
even if
overlap it and loop it.
hypothetically you cut some trails on some property that wasn't ours, as long as you make them really S-shaped, you'll never see them.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's not like you cared anyway. But, no. Yeah, I told Timmy that they were asking me one day. I was like, yeah, I think the whole group would like Lock 4. It's not as... There's some climbs, but it's not overly technical stuff. And like anything you don't want to do, you can kind of pop off and go around. And there's a lot of ways around stuff.
That Montgomery Bell is pretty cool too, where we went.
I like Montgomery Bell.
I do too.
It's like
It's fun until I get to the backside. And then I got
Montgomery Bell.
It'd be fun to go down there and camp at the state park across the road. And
Montgomery Bell just kind of ends. Like
Mm.
it gets super technical.
Yeah, if you go to the
Or
backside.
you gotta fucking just ride the
Right.
same trail back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I rode the same trail and I got to the technical side and then I got fucked up. Have you ridden that one, Justin?
Yeah.
For an average human being,
You know where Jacob's Revenge is? That big hill on the backside? I rode that and wrecked when I got to the other side.
to an average
I
human
was too
being,
scared.
it looks like the trail ends.
Yeah.
Like, or you need a ski lift.
Yeah, it's pretty intense back there. But it's cool. Really pretty. I like that trail because of it. When I went though, I don't know if you ever went, I guess it was like fall. There were pine needles everywhere. They were really slippery
Yeah.
when I went.
Have you ever been out there and seen the little fucking chipmunks and they stand up like hamsters chattering at you and shit? Yeah.
We got ran over a couple squirrels. Got them caught in the wheel. She was on a road bike though.
Live one?
Oh yeah.
Who's
They
that
run out in
happen
the middle of the road and the trail and they like dart back and forth.
to? Who's that happen to?
Me. It happens all the time.
That's kind of impressive. I've never hit an animal on my
I've never
bike.
hit a squirrel.
Someone posted a picture on Facebook of it got caught on the tire and came back through
Got stuck in
and
the
went
fork?
through the fork
Holy
and got
shit.
wedged in it and they went over the handlebars.
That's awesome.
I'd have been pissed off at that squirrel.
Justin's got sunflowers on his bike for bait.
Here, squirrel.
You dragging acorns in your spokes and shit, making them click, 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 like baseball cards. Yeah, I'm ready to start riding again.
Time of year.
I was
Really,
supposed to
it's
take Rocker
actually
for that
really-
little bike ride
really good
last
time of year.
night.
It's not too hot yet.
We put some air in my tires so they got a little low over the winter.
Gotta change the summer air out to the winter air.
Rotated at least. Every 6 months.
Start using summer gasoline.
Either that or twice a year.
But there actually is summer gasoline and winter gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's summer diesel and winter diesel too.
I need to eat something else. I'm still hungry. What should I eat?
Maybe
Got a plate of food right there.
I think you can have that.
Who didn't eat?
I don't know. Is someone not here?
Did Thomas come up?
There's some dude over here. You can go over there.
There's some dude.
Hey, who didn't eat?
Who is it?
I don't know.
You guys get manga?
Check it out, Lance. Make sure it's safe.
How's it going, man?
Doing well, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Customer, are you in town for something?
In
Or?
town for training and then
You want some breakfast?
sure.
Here's a fucking plate of food. There you go. I walked over there. There's a dude standing behind the fucking shipping rack.
He's watching.
I'll have this.
Morning.
What's your quinoa?
So what are you in town for?
Fighting physical, immediate action medical.
Are you supposed to be in class right now?
No, we just finished up yesterday. I'm heading home now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Are you in a hurry?
Nope.
Okay.
That's awesome. Are you supposed to be in class right now?
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't know if you needed some mag pouches or.
How'd you like immediate action medical?
Loved it.
Heard it was a pretty good class.
Who taught?
Calvin.
I like Calvin. Good guy.
I can't understand him with that heavy country accent though.
It surprised me the first time I heard that come out.
Mm-hmm.
You look around, don't expect to see a fucking Chinese dude.
Crazy. Doesn't matter how ethnic you are here.
Did I tell you about,
You have to fit in.
I think I told you about being in Hong Kong that one time and talking to that little Chinese girl. I told somebody about it. So walking around Hong Kong and there's this hot little Chinese girl comes up just walking alongside me and start talking. I didn't expect her to know that much English, you know, or whatever, even though she would. She fucking opens her mouth, sounds like James Bond, just speaking with the Queen's English. It spun me for a loop. I was just like, what the hell? But, you know, of course, a lot of British English and English you call them. I was not expecting that. I had this whole sing-song stereotype coming out in my head. But
Racist.
I'm just looking for a massage, man. Get my iPod worked on.
There's the iPod thing again.
That was really funny. I wish I'd caught that on film.
Yeah, it wasn't there this morning.
No, that was. I turned it on right when it happened because it happened too fast.
I wouldn't be an asshole. I really figured, well, did you charge it? It's like shitty fake iPods, you know, they'll come with shitty fucking wall chargers too.
Mhm.
And people jerk those things out. That's usually the failure point.
It is. Yep. That's why they're fucking super expensive to replace those.
It's like fucking we eat SD cards up. Like we fucking wreck SD cards from putting them in and out of the computer so many times. But like on the computer, on the cameras, we can load the cable in, but the cable takes longer to load the photo than just moving the
Not as
SD
fast,
card.
Yep, because you can get different speed SD
And
cards.
if you're fucking unplugging and plugging that cable in
Wear out
100 times a day
Wear
like
that
we do,
jack out.
we'll wear that out. So I'd rather just fucking replace SD cards.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't one thing, it's 10.
Yeah. Alright, shut that shit off and we'll get this done.
Smirks.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
No, stop by, say hi, and cool.